What's up all you amazing dudes and dudettes, Toy Shiz here, and I got a really quick video for you. Today we're going to be doing who in the holy heck is the Red Goblin. Yes, at SDCC we got a brand new reveal of an upcoming Spider-Man figure coming January 2019, hopefully around that time. But we will be getting the KINGPIN Build-A-Figure, and one of the figures in the line is actually the Red Goblin. Now I got to give it to Hasbro because this is a relatively new character, and it's really nice to see that them on top of things and producing a character. Even I love the design of the character. I didn't know much, had to do a little bit more research, and that's what we're going to be doing here today. So get ready. Here is everything you need to know, and who in the holy heck is the Red Goblin. Now, if you don't know, and I think I'm just going to give it a little warning, because this is a relatively new storyline. Spoilers ahead, just FYI. Norman Osborn, everyone knows him. He's the Green Goblin, Spider-Man's nemesis, all that good stuff. He gets a hold of the Carnage symbiote. If you don't know who Carnage is, get an SNES right now and play Maximum Carnage, or go read the 90s comic book because it is amazing. Anyways, Cletus Cassidy, the psychotic killer who shared a prison cell with Eddie Brock, aka Venom, gets a hold of a son/spawn of the symbiote and becomes Carnage, goes on a rampage, all that good stuff. You know how comic books go. Spider-Man and Venom team up to stop him, and voila, this is from the 90s. Fast forward to today. Somehow, Norman Osborn gets a hold of the Carnage symbiote and, utilizing his Goblin technology, his Goblin serum, combines it with that of Carnage, and bingo bango, you now have the Red Goblin. Now, the Red Goblin's plan in this whole thing is to not simply kill Spider-Man. He wants Spider-Man to stop doing what he's doing. He makes a threat against all of Spider-Man's family and friends and goes on a murderous rampage throughout the city, a la Maximum Carnage. It's a little bit reminiscent of that. Kind of a little semi-reboot, especially with the modern continuity. Just saying, a lot of different things that I've seen here also existed in Maximum Carnage back in the day. Ends up actually killing Flash Thompson, who is the anti-Venom, and in a really cool, no-holds-barred, anticlimactic little bit, Spider-Man, who is newly into the fashion of the Venom symbiote. Eddie Brock gives it to him to kind of battle him. We're also going to be getting that figure in the Spider-Man wave when it comes January. Goes up against the Red Goblin, entices him that Peter doesn't need the symbiote, and the Red Goblin doesn't need his symbiote, so he goes toe-to-toe, Spider-Man, the Green Goblin. They beat the holy heck out of one another, and ultimately, guess what happens? That's why I said a little bit anticlimactic, but Carnage disappears, the Green Goblin gets stopped, Norman Osborn playing the whole, oh, what happened thing again, you know how that goes. J. Jonah Jameson actually shows up and goes to shoot Norman Osborn, which I would have thought would have been a great ending. Spider-Man jumps in front of the bullet, he gets hit himself, doing the whole, with great power comes great responsibility, that whole spiel. Anyways, so the Red Goblin, powers and abilities, he has immunity to spider sense. He's got this cool thing where he can absorb pumpkin bombs and Goblin Gliders. It's cool on paper. I don't know exactly if it really flows that well, but his pumpkin bombs actually become living bombs, essentially, and so is his glider, so it's kind of cool. He's also got that dynamic where the fire's coming out of his mouth. I don't really understand that whole thing, but he's got immunity from fire himself, sonics, everything the Venom and Carnage symbiotes fear. He doesn't have that anymore, so he's kind of like a super symbiote. That, on the other hand, he gets defeated really easily, so I don't know how superior he actually is. Now, with the Marvel Legends figure, like I said, we're going to be getting him in about January 2019. It's going to start off the new year with a Spider-Man wave, as per usual. We got the KINGPIN Build-A-Figure, and like I said, we're getting the symbiote, the new symbiote Spider-Man, as a figure as well. So you got the Red Goblin, and you have the symbiote Spider-Man. That's nice to see in the same wave. I like when they do something like that. Anyways, that is essentially the Red Goblin. So I hope you dug this video. If you did, like the video, make sure to subscribe, and also hit the notifications bell whenever I post new videos just like this one. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ToyShiz. Shoot me an email anytime. Let's talk toys. toyshiz@gmail.com. I'm going to go have a fantastic day, and I wish you all the same. Drink some good coffee, eat some great food, but most of all, find some great action figures, and when you do, let me know what you find. I'll talk to you all soon. Adios.